Hello everybody and welcome to another fly tying session with your host Scott. In this session we're going to be tying a fly that I spotted on YouTube in the last week or so. I will credit the person that originally tied it in the captions here. So this fly is called the Whisker Cormorant, and the gentleman in question found that obviously cormorants were a very good competition fly, and the cat's whisker is also a very effective fly, so he tried to combine the two. Now this is my interpretation of it. The materials the gentleman uses in his version are I haven't got them, quite frankly, so we're going to do it my way, but it'll look very similar when it's finished, and I'm sure it'll be just as effective as well. So we're going to need a size 10 B405, or any short shanked wet fly hook should do. We're going to need a chartreuse uni thread. This one's in 8/0. We're going to need a tinsel. Now in the original pattern it covers the entire body with like a mylar tinsel that's translucent with a bit of a blue tinge to it, and it does look very good. But we're going to use a rib of Madeira holographic silver, which is my favourite tinsel. You've probably seen it a few times by now. And we're going to need a tuft of marabou for the wing of the fly. The cormorant is a style of tying where you basically tie a buzzer pattern and give it a wing, normally using marabou. This is more of a mini lure style of cormorant. So we're going to get started, I think. No, we're not. Sorry, there's one more material. Now, the gentleman who ties this fly on YouTube originally tied it using jungle cock for the cheeks. I haven't got any jungle cock, so we're going to be using some very small Indian cock cape that's been dyed fire orange, and I think that'll give it a nice hot spot. I haven't actually tied one of these yet. This will be the first time on camera, so we'll be doing it as we go along, sort of thing. So we're going to come in and we're going to create a bed of thread. And you want it to be close turns because you don't want too much of this thread on. It's got to be a fairly skinny body, it being a buzzer. Or at least a buzzer style body. And trim away. Then we're going to get a length of our Madeira, our silver tinsel. You guys can use anything you like. You can obviously, I will hopefully link the original video in the description, and you guys can tie it the way he ties it if you prefer. This is just my interpretation of it. So I'll tie the tinsel in. And then go down to about 2 head lengths away. It's supposed to have quite a big head on it according to the original tire, so we'll see if we can copy that as well. Now I'm not going to go all the way back down again. I'm going to leave a bit of space because I want to create a silver butt, which is another variant to the original pattern. Now I will confess I've already tied one of the bodies up already, just for speed, because it does need treating with resin and then you have to let it dry before you can apply the wing. So I've tied one of them earlier in the day, so we'll be swapping over shortly. And that should do it for the body. And then you're going to get your tinsel and you create your butt with touching turns of the tinsel, or as close as you can to touching turns anyway, because it's very fine stuff. And then rib. And then tie it in. Now, the previous video, the partridge and orange, you saw me use a homemade whip finish tool. I'm going to have a go with a proper rotary one now. Let's see how we get on with that one. I'm just getting used to the idea of whip finishing stuff. I started fly tying when I was 15, and pretty much ever since then I've only done one method of finishing, and that was the half hitch. This is where I'll go wrong. I did too many turns, I think. There we go. There we go, that's finished off. So as you can see, it's a very skinny body. So then we're going to apply some resin to it. It's the same as what you would with any other fly that you use resin for. You seal it in beyond the hook, beyond the actual pattern onto the hook. But you don't want to go all the way to the end, because we've got to tie a wing in there and some cheeks as well. So you just want to apply the resin to the body of the fly. Now this is a low viscosity resin, which is ideal for this application. It's made by Vineyard and it's clear. And I think we'll seal that in. Just flip it upside down and then let it run a little bit. That normally smooths it out. There we are, that should be enough. And then you just need a light coat of varnish over the top of that. And then you need to give it a good couple of hours to dry, because if it's tacky at all, the Marabou will stick to it and it will go all nasty. So that's when we'll switch to the one that we made earlier. And there we are, that's all there is to the body. So here's a little trick for removing flies without touching them. You can grab hold of the eye with your English hackle pliers, loosen off at the and then just lift the fly away, and you can leave it to dry like that. So here's one we did earlier, and to be fair, I probably did a better job of it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It's resin coated. It's got its silver butt. It's got 4 ribs. And it's made with chartreuse thread. So it is exactly the same as what we've just made. So we're going to get. It's only a small amount of marabou that we need. And you want it to be the fluffier part rather than the spikier parts here. So again, you're going to start off with the same thread. Trim away. And then according to the chap in the video, he says you need a finger's width of marabou, so we'll do that. And then we're going to strip away all the fluff. Probably particularly important with this pattern that you do that, because we want to try and reduce the bulk. And then we're going to tie it in. Pinch turn on top of the hook. Like so. Then we're going to trim away the excess. Now, according to the original tie, you only to keep it so it's tournament size. You don't go just beyond the bend of the hook and then pinch it off, like so. And then we're going to get our. I'll show you how to use hackle feathers as cheeks. You want to get the very small ones that are down here, basically. The very tight little ones. And you're going to need a couple of them, roughly the same size. I've broken that one, never mind. And you're going to tie them in backwards. I'll show you what I mean when I do your side. I'll do each side individually. I'm just trying to get the effect perfect for you guys so you can see what I mean. It's fine on my side. That doesn't look half bad now. If you've got no jungle cock, it's the ideal way to get the effect, really. Like so. And then we're going to cut away the length of the head. Once you've got it where you want it. And then build up your head. Now, according to the original tire, it does need to be quite big. something along those lines. And then we'll come in and have a go with the proper rotary whip finisher again. And there we have it. Now you can use resin if you like. I'm just going to varnish it. That head should be ready for anything. And there we have it. That's my interpretation of the cat's Whisker Cormorant. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Make sure you go and see the original tying of it as well. I'll put the link in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.